Hey guys, it's Monday and that means you're stuck with me today on Geeks of the Week. So today I wanted to talk briefly about how geek and nerd culture is kind of becoming more mainstream in today's society. And before I even talk about that, I felt it was appropriate that I wore my hipster glasses. Yeah. So with the obvious rise of comic book adapted movies and like all these kind of shirts and publicity towards like nerdy comic books and even video games, it just seems to be becoming more mainstream. Even like anime and manga has become way more mainstream lately. And it seems like there are two ways people are kind of approaching it. There's one way in which everyone's like, yay, more people like our fandoms, that's awesome, cool. And then there's this other way, which is super negative because they think anybody who likes it, like is new to liking it, doesn't like it because it's actually good or for reasons that they should, and are only liking it because it's mainstream and popular. And while I agree on the negative aspect that it sucks when people only like nerdy things when it's popular, that can be a great segue for them to learn about more of the history of it. For like example, comics. Like since the new Batman movie is going to be coming out, everyone's really stoked because everyone's like Bane and Catwoman and woo! So you can use that as a segue to be like, hey, you should read the comic that kind of goes with the film, the whole introduction of Bane with the series Nightfall, because that's an amazing series and you should totally check it out. And while some people would be like, no, I don't read comics, meh, other people could easily be like, oh wow, I didn't realize there was a kind of a comic book version of the movie, or that it kind of stems from generally, and might actually go and check it out. And then you potentially have a new person who likes comics, and that's awesome because more people should like comics. They're fun, they're awesome, they're cool. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with the people who just like going to see the films either. Not everybody has the time and money to just sit down and read comics all the time, and let's be honest, the movie adaptations are different than the comic books, and if they just like the movie adaptation and those versions, then that's totally cool. At least you have something in common with them. And I mean, just because you have more information on like the Avengers or something than they do, you can still have a friendly conversation about it. It doesn't matter. I think, in lack of better wording, that so many geeks now are butthurt that nerddom and geekdom has become a part of the current society right now, because let's be honest, if you grew up liking that stuff, at some point or another someone made fun of you for it, whether it just be constant bullying to extreme or just like casual things here and there being like, oh, you like that stuff? Psh, that's weird. But I think people are mad that it's accepted now and that it's not totally weird to be into comics or video games or anime or manga. And then you get those butthurt geeks who will see someone wearing a black and red Superman t-shirt, who is obviously, it's not Superman, it's Superboy, it's black and red. But anyway, they'll see that and they'll automatically think that that person doesn't know that it's a Superboy shirt and that's just a black and red Superman t-shirt. And then they go and judge that person for it, even though they don't know anything. Just because you're wearing a Superboy t-shirt doesn't mean you don't know it's Superboy. I mean, that could be the case in some instances, but it doesn't mean it's the case for everybody. And you're just as bad as the people who made fun of you when you were little and judging somebody else. Like, you don't know. You have no right to judge someone, especially when you know how sucky it feels to be judged before. So TLDR, people need to stop being so butthurt about these things. I actually love that geek and nerd culture is becoming part of society right now, and that it's totally popular, even though you do get the people who are just liking it because it's popular. But I mean, it's expanding. Our community is growing by the day. Even if it's just the people who watch the movies, they still like it. They enjoy it, and now they're part of us. You may have like different levels of geekdom, but they're still here with us now, and I think that's wonderful. For example, I was wearing my Thor shirt the other day, and I was just like walking around downtown, and I saw someone wearing a Captain America shirt, and we were just like, yeah, when we walked by each other. It was so cool. We were like bros. We should have like pounded or something, or been like, Avengers Assemble! But we didn't, because that would have been really weird. But we kind of had that like moment of being like, yeah, you're awesome kind of deal, and it was cool. It was so much fun, even though it was like 5 seconds. But it was awesome. And I would love for everybody to have those kind of bro moments in their life too, because they're awesome. You don't even know this person, but you're connecting with them in a way that you wouldn't be able to connect otherwise, and you wouldn't even know if they weren't wearing that shirt, and you just feel cool, and there's this magical rainbow moment. So I guess my question to everybody is, what do you think of the growing geek culture in today's society? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? I don't know. Let me know. Let everybody know in your response. So I guess that kind of wraps it up for me. Hopefully Coolio will be back tomorrow. He was off being a Green Lantern, so we couldn't talk about Green Lanterns last week, so maybe we'll catch that tomorrow. And I wish Nikki loads of fun when she goes to visit the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, because that sounds fabulous. Drink all the butterbeer. All of it. All of it. For us. I want to be able to taste it all the way from Orlando to here. Have that much butterbeer. Seriously. So like always, if you like what you see, make sure to like, subscribe, leave comments, and check out the awesome Geeks of the Week later this week, and I will catch you all next Monday. Like if they were tinted green or something, I'd just be like, up.